Oh, welcome back to Kirby 64 in the Crystal Shards, made possible by the Nintendo Switch online N64 emulator game library. Rocker Rabbit Commentaries brings you yet another attempt at the first level of the Aqua Star, the third world of Kirby 64, where we had missed a couple of crystal shards. Allow us to fetch them now.
First, of course, by getting Giant Rock Kirby.
Ain't nobody bigger than Giant Rock Kirby. Except maybe the final boss of the game.
I don't know, man. I think 02, although it's definitely larger, he's probably less dense than Giant Rock Kirby is.
I thought the final boss, as you were calling him, was Miracle Matter.
No, Miracle Matter is the fake final boss.
No, that's Dark Matter.
No. Dark. You said that this was a 100% playthrough, Mr. Cloud.
It is a 100% playthrough. What we don't have clear is the nomenclature. At the moment, we lack a common nomenclature between the two of us, because we can't even agree on what the hell any of these things are called.
Well, no, the orange guys are called Scarfies.
Are they called Scarfies?
Yes.
I call them Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction.
Why though? Because
I'm not gonna be ignored, Kirby.
Well, that reference only actually works if you attempt to inhale them. So.
No. That works because they turn into monsters when you walk past them.
That's booze. I don't think the Scarfies do that. I'm pretty sure that the Scarfies in this game only turn into monsters if you attempt to inhale them.
The orange creatures.
Yeah.
The creatures that look like flying Kirbys that are orange colored.
Yeah, those are Scarfies.
Okay. Well, I'm comparing Scarfies to Glenn Close's character from Fatal Attraction because she exudes a psychopathy when what's his name starts going back to his world with his wife. Introducing, not to change the subject, Snowman Kirby.
Well, not yet. I mean, you set up it, and then there we go, Snowman Kirby. Yeah, this.
Frosty the Kirby.
This is not
Frosty the Kirby.
This is not a very good power up, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, like if you get interrupted while you're casting it, you take damage, and the explosion on it is actually really nice, certainly. But it's also mostly vertical, and it is an ice explosion, so you know it will inflict enemies with freeze if you hit them with the actual explosion part, as opposed to the contact damage. But at the same point, like, it's a cool power. It's a very cool power, to be perfectly honest. But that no. What's happening there is you're getting interrupted and taking contact damage.
No, because
you're taking contact damage there.
Kirby does not get invincibility frames while he's casting Snowman.
No, but the thing is, then you were supposed to detonate it while you were close to enemies in order to, not take contact damage.
But thankfully, Adeline has provided for us a Maxim tomato.
Thank you, Adeline.
Yeah, I do agree. Tomatoes indeed are delicious. Just not quite as filling as Kirby lets us on to believe. No, see, now I'm confused. It strikes me that just like I'm struck by these needles on these smiling little, fuckwads that are just going about their day, is that Kirby seems to make a distinction between how Snowman interacts with boss-type enemies and how Snowman interacts with regular-type enemies.
Apparently he does.
Frosty the Kirby, he doesn't make much sense. He blows up, his hair is gone.
He gets interrupted by projectiles.
It'd be a lot funnier if Kirby, actually had, hair. No, Kirby is bald. And for some reason, he has a great big black spot on his head when Snowman detonates.
You missed the power star and the 1-up.
Missed 1 star by 1 inch. Now we have 100% of the first level of the Aqua Star. Now let's proceed to the Forest of Streams.
Alright, so are we going to actually use another electric power?
Yeah, we're gonna swap out the Snowman now. It's what I like about the requirement to use specific power combinations when going into these levels is it forces you to get creative with how to proceed through the environment, and it also bears a lesson repeating that YouTube video commentators like ourselves at Rocket Rabbit Commentaries will find creative solutions as what happens when the goddamn video player doesn't even know how to function, and then some video gets lost in the process. So after a brief jump cut, we had proceeded the game by about 12 in-game seconds, still in this same room, now navigating around the... I was about to call them Orbinauts. Can't you guys just have name
Gordos,
tags?
Mr. Cloud, come on.
Gordos. Thank you.
So we can agree on some of the nomenclature.
Yes. Remember, the platforms only fall when you touch them. Run, Kirby. Run.
You said we were going to actually use one of the spark power-ups, but so far you're just hovering on missile.
I said no such thing.
All right, and this is one of the this is an enemy. No, this is actually a full boss as opposed to a enemy gauntlet. All right,
of course.
We need firework, right? Because that's firebomb.
No, that is Rockano.
Oh, okay, so that firestone. Okay.
Yep, we cannot break that unless we get the Kirby volcano.
Now, do you want to call it a Kirby Kano?
Or Curb Kano. There are so many adorable ways that we can describe Kirby's powers.
Is there even a fire power in this level to get though? There's rock certainly, but I don't think we actually saw any fire.
Fire. Well, if ever you can't find a power, you're sure as heck fire can go into a level that has the power you're looking for.
Ouch.
Yuck. Oh, watch out or you'll take a single unit of damage. That's a hard crystal shard to miss. And jump.
Waddle Dee's River Rafting, now available on your Nintendo DS.
And jump. Jump a little earlier next time, guys.
So have you ever been whitewater rafting, Mr. Cloud?
Not white water rafting. I have been... and then they just tumble away. I have been kayaking numerous times. And sailboating.
There we go. Invincible candy. Run, Kirby.
It's about flipping time.
I mean, this segment could be solved just by using slide, to be perfectly honest, but...
Just run. What a way to simulate actually going down a waterfall. Oh, not so fast there. Damn it. Ow. Give me that back.
Nope.
You scoundrels. I will destroy you with my face.
Oh, that's not the end of this level quite yet.
Not quite yet. No, we went downstream. Now we got to go up the stream with new kinds of hazards, like these rolling logs, which will only activate as you approach them.
Yeah.
Spoink, spoink, spoink,
Mr. Cloud, I've never actually been a fan of Spoink or Grumpig, to be perfectly honest. Like, they are not terrible, but they're not a monster they're not a Pokemon that I would actually, go out of my way to use.
That is one thing about Pokemon that you find mid-game is you're usually pretty well set with your choices by the time we get to mid-game. And then when you start getting to the legendaries in late game, as true as it was in the original Pokemon trilogy, you're probably going to be... those are your two most likely times for adding new Pokemon to your roster, is the very beginning of the game and the flippin' very end of the game.
I don't know, because it was always house ruled specifically between my brother and I that we weren't actually going to use legendaries against each other in bouts of competition, as it were.
That is a good house rule, because legendaries generally do not take a lot of either skill or effort in order to make a good part of your team. Get the one up, get the one up.
Nope.
Ah,
not too late.
It's out by a toe. All right. Kirby doesn't even have toes. He just has shoes.
All right, so we're looking for the Kirby Kano.
Right, so first we're going to discard the useless power, and lo and behold, you can find the necessary powers right here in this level. It's not
which
bomb.
Is good, but I don't recall us actually seeing fire. Stone, sure, we saw stone a couple of times, like right here, but I don't recall us seeing fire.
It's a stack of rocks. You know where you find stacks of rocks is when you're hiking on a trail, because it proves that there's been a human nearby, because only humans would set order to rocks like that. Okay, it's not
that's not necessarily true. I mean, otters and other aquatic mammals have been known to stack rocks. Otters and beavers specifically do it. I mean, otters do it in order to find a mating stone, and beavers do it in order to build dams.
Right. To move the stones. But that is an evolutionary adaptation that has a specific, like...
There's fire.
There's the fire. There's the fire.
Behold, so Kirby Kano! Are we actually going to see it in action?
I suppose you could consider building stacks of rocks a kind of human mating ritual, like you're trying to impress a mate by making a stack of rocks.
Now, Kirby Kano is honestly not a terrible power, but it does suffer from the fact that Kirby can't move while he's using it, so...
Right, because as long as Kirby Kano is active, then your moving cursor becomes your aiming cursor. And in the very next episode of Rackraft's Commentaries playthrough...
Be safe, everybody.
To level 3.